Alright, hey everybody, what's up? I'm gonna talk really fast right now because we have to go to the Old Bailey like right now because we wasted more than enough time. Alright, so we're here. 18th of February, 9:45 a.m. The Old Bailey Defense Antechamber. Alright, cool. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Now that we have a moment and the music isn't super hyper and intensive, you know, like we left them waiting for, I don't know how. Well, for me, it's gonna be like a whole week since I played this, but for you guys, it's probably gonna be like also a week. But like from the last video that you saw, it'll be like a day for you, but it'll be like never mind. Anyway, so yeah, just finished my last video on Bounty Hunter. Sad ending, to be honest with you. So I was a little bit bummed out, and I was like, you know what? Let's just record some Great Ace Attorney. I might as well. I mean, I have the time. I got the space. Let's freaking do it. We got nothing else better to do. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's press the A button right now. Cool. All right, Susato. She's so happy. Oh, Susato, I'm so glad to see you. I've been dying to play this game for a while again. Oh, thank goodness. We're in time. There's still 15 minutes until the trial begins. I never knew a horse-drawn carriage could go so fast. I thought my teeth were going to rattle loose. Yeah, we had to, like, hurry up, bro. Because we were going to go to court. Anyway, did you hear what I said to the driver when he climbed aboard? Get us to our destination in 5 minutes, driver, and there's a guinea in it for you? Are you sure you're using the right term, Susato? Like, seriously, I don't think Guinea is used in London. Unless I don't know. It's one of my favorite lines from Sherlock Holmes stories, and it worked quite perfectly. Wow, we're back, aren't we? Messing up what we say. I'm not sure why you're so pleased. I thought we were going to die, and we had to pay gold for the privilege. Gold? You know, like gold, like booty, like Pirates of the Caribbean. Anyway. Well, at least we arrived here before the trial started. Look at her. She's so adorable. I must protect her. Let me raise my volume. Alright, cool. 74 for me. Okay. Yes, I suppose there's that. Anyway, I don't understand it. The court clerk said the defendant should be here, but there's no sign of him at all. Yeah, where is he? Hello? We see a couch, we see some weights, we see 2 guards over there. So this is the Old Bailey. Even this room for defendants to wait in is grand. I read that wrong. Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo? Naruhodo? I remembered. Naruhodo. I'm feeling tense, that's all. Yeah, see, me too. I'm a little bit tense myself. Could you just relax, Susato? Stop looking at me like that. Anyway. This place gives me the same sense of foreboding that I remember from the Supreme Court in Japan. Jesus. An oppressive air, almost as if the building itself is going to crush whoever is about to be sentenced. It feels like only yesterday that I was the one about to be crushed. Yes. Whoever the man you're to defend is, I imagine he's feeling very alone at this moment. Oh, don't feel sad, Susato. Oh no. Is he Scot? No, he's Irish, right? He has to be Irish. Top of the morning to you, madam. Sir? Yes, it's Jacksepticeyes' uncle. I don't know. What are you doing following me here? Things are fair despite, are they? Sorry? Yeah, he's definitely Irish. Would you look at those expressionless faces from the east, yous? Sorry, Jesus, I'm sorry. I'm trying to create a voice at the top of my head. We're from Japan, yes? Ah, Japan, is it? Right, say no more. So, how much do you need? No, we're just here because... Wow, listen to this music. Gotta raise more. man, Switch audio is bad. Anyway, no need to explain, fella. I've been there myself, so I have. No place to go, nothing to eat, barely a penny to your name, and all the while in a strange faraway land. Well, actually, we haven't found a place to stay yet, no. Is this the guy we're defending? 'Tis grand, 'tis grand. Let me start by giving you 1,000 guineas. Oh, I guess they do use guineas. Guineas? I don't know how to pronounce that. Somebody tell me how to pronounce that. Somebody from London, please. Say nothing now. Ha. 1,000 guineas? Guineas? I'm sorry. I'm butchering. I shouldn't. Why am I recording this right now? Please, Miss Suzuto, you don't have to shout. Oh, she was shouting. But 1,000 guineas is enough to build an entire mansion in the most prestigious area of Tokyo. What? I had to go back up from the mic from that. Oh, look at him. Oh my gosh, look at him like flipping the coin. 'Tis nothing to me at all. I like to ensure I have sufficient funds to weather a rainy day, you see. I've enough wealth to buy the city of London 2 or 3 times over. Could that much rain even fall in one day? Well, even so, we couldn't possibly accept such a large sum of money.
Oh, thanks. Well, I must have dropped this. I really owe you one.
Oh, Jesus, thank you, bro. That hit my eye. Jeez, Maybe I grabbed it, but apparently Naruhodo couldn't catch it. Don't get me wrong, fella. I'm not giving it to ya no strings attached. I'd be wanting you to do something for me. Oh. To be honest, just a little embarrassing. The trial that's about to begin, you see, is for me good old self here. I'll be in the dock. Oh, so you are the one defending me. Nice hat, by the way. One thing I do like about this guy. Look at how dressed up he is. Look at that. Top hat, freaking purple clothing, pink bow tie, yellow scarf. He seems trustworthy, doesn't he? I'll trust in him. So now, what I want you to do is come along with me and stand there beside me. Officially, you'd be my lawyer, but that's just a little detail now. Oh, well, the thing is, don't worry about a thing. All you have to do is stand up there next to me, nothing more. Otherwise, you see, the trial is going to start without me having any kind of representation at all. So it was true. I can't do an Irish voice. I'm trying my best. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the Irish. Jacksepticeyes, I'm so sorry. I really am. I am very, very much apologize on behalf on everything I've ever done to anybody. Anyway, the Lord Chief Justice wasn't just making it all up. No, why would he? He sounded big and malicious, and he looked like another guy from another game that I'm not gonna spoil because, you know. I'm terribly sorry to have to ask, but does that mean you're the defendant in this trial? Blustering blazes, do yous not know who I am? Me, one of London's biggest names? No, sorry, we've only just arrived in the city today, you see. Oh, you forgot to say today. We've only just arrived in the city, you see. Today. We literally just showed up like a few hours ago. I see. I suppose it isn't altogether impossible. Well, just next to Hyde Park there is the center of London. It's another beautiful park. Sorry, a park? What? It is called McGilded Park, full of blossoming flowers in the spring and singing birds and whatnot. What is he doing? Why does he do that? I donated to the city, so I did. An entire park in central London. Oh my gosh, my voice. I'm sorry. I just recorded the video. Sorry. A city of smiles. That's my vision for London. There's nothing Magnus McGilded wouldn't do for the city and its queer old people. Queer? I don't know what that means. Hopefully it's not an insult. McGilded, by the way. Nice name. That's amazing. I mean, really extraordinary. But not the gall to say I'm a good-for-nothing criminal. Me, Magnus McGilded. What is the matter with the London police, I ask ya? Ha, ha, ha. Are you okay? Alright, don't pass out. Oh, he's breathing. He's breathing. Relax. Deep breath. In and out. You know, all that shit. Mr. Naruhodo, perhaps now would be a good time to introduce ourselves while the gentleman catches his breath. Yeah, good idea, Susato. Mr. McGilded, the thing is, we're actually here in London to study British law. We're law students on study tour from Japan, you see. Excuse me, you didn't hear that. Just burped. You didn't hear that. So if you don't have a lawyer for the trial yet, and you'd be happy to put yourselves in our hands, we'll do our best. What was I after saying, you daft idiot? Oh, idiot. Oh, he daft idiot. I've given you 1,000 guineas to stand up there next to me, haven't I? Well, yes, but I wasn't really offering to just stand up there next to you. Oh, wow, that was a change of pace. Oh, I think I see what's going on here. Sorry. I know what you're thinking. This Chancellor of a fella claims to have more money than the Queen. But if that's true, why the blazes can't he hire the finest lawyers in all of England? Because he did it. That's the only explanation. Well? Well, I'm not thinking that. No, not at all. No, not at all. Although, it is a little strange, to be honest. Why you don't have a lawyer, I mean? Yeah, why don't you have a lawyer? What's going on here? Oh, silence. Hello? That would be the fault of the Reaper. Excuse me? Sorry, did he just say Reaper? As in Grim Reaper? As in Calli Mori? Is she here? Can I get her autograph? Aye, the Grim Reaper of the Bailey, Lord Baron Van Zieks. He's the prosecutor. There's that name. Everybody and their mothers know who this is if they played the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Adventure, at least. The prosecutor is the Grim Reaper. When Van Zieks stands for the prosecution, they call the accused his sacrificial lambs. Okay. And to this day, in every single trial in which he's been the prosecutor, the accused has been damned. What? Oh, well that's not good. So it's reached the desperate situation where there's no one willing to stand in defense against the fella at all. You could say he's a living legend of the Old Bailey. Damn, my voice, sorry. Holy crap, voices. Goodness, Lord Baron Van Zieks. He must be an exceptionally talented prosecutor then. Talented isn't the word you're looking for, madame. It's cursed. Cursed? What on earth? The defendant is summoned and his counsel. Please make your way into the courtroom. The trial is about to begin. His counsel, that would be me. Yeah, me. Hi. Oh, 'tis time. Well then, fella, don't let me down. But I don't know anything about the case. You haven't told me what happened. Until you show your face here, I made up my mind, so I had. Sorry. I decided I'd have to defend myself in there. Oh no, he's so sad. How would that have worked? Just basically, I'm not guilty. That's it. But then you made an appearance as student of law, wouldn't you know? 'Tis no accident, I can assure you that. Oh, 'tis fate. So don't get cold feet now, please. Alright, here we go. We're 14 minutes in. Ryunosuke, I'm trying to pronounce that name right. I literally know nothing about the case or about this man who stands accused. In fact, the only thing I do know is that he's Irish. Is that I can't just turn my back on him. Alright, fair enough. Susato, you ready? Mr. Naruhodo, the man has no one. He'll have to stand alone in that courtroom, armed with nothing to defend himself. Yes, something that Cosmo would never have allowed to happen. Counsel for the defense, what are you doing? If you're late for the start of the trial, you'll lose your right to stand. I'll be right there. Oh gosh, my British voice. I'm doing an Irish voice. I'm gonna do British voices. This is not gonna be fun for any of your ears. I'm so sorry. It's happening then. My first trial is in British court. I hope you're watching over me, Kazuma. Because I have no idea how I'm going to manage this. Well, that's fantastic. That's all good and dandy. We just love a story like that, don't we? Oh, hello. What is this? Whoa. This looks interesting. I'm not stopping here. I'm not. We're going for a while. Probably like until like 40 minutes. We'll see. Hello. Whoa, this is new. Hang on a second. What's going on here? So this is the highest court in the Great Britain, the Old Bailey. Oh, wow. This is very nice, actually. The centuries of history in the place is palpable, isn't it? It's so different to the Supreme Court in Japan. It feels both imposing and serene at the same time. The atmosphere almost makes words redundant. Whatever the country, determining a person's guilt or innocence is always a solemn affair. May I say something, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, yes, what? Look at his face! Jeez, I forgot about that. Your eyes look ready to pop out of your head again. I love his expressions. I know, but I just can't help it. Oh, hello! Who is this? Dracula, hello. Oh, and who's this? Judge. Oh, man, I already gave the other judge... In the name of Her Majesty, the Queen and I hereby declare this court to be in session. We are here to determine the guilt or innocence of Mr. Magnus McGilded. I now call upon the counsels of prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed. I don't know. I really don't know what voice to give this judge. It might alter. This guy, though, on the other hand, I'm going to try and give him the Severus Snape voice. I can't do a Severus Snape voice, but he has the Severus Snape image in him. The prosecution is fully prepared. That must be the Reaper of the Bailey. He really does look fully prepared to dispatch his next poor victim to the underworld. Counsel, for the defense, you appear to be Eastern. Do you speak English? Huh? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. He looks like Santa. I feel like that's how Santa Claus would speak too. I don't know. I'm just trying different voices at this point. I don't know. Just seeing which one sticks. But he asked if the defense was ready. And I couldn't be further from ready if I tried. Oh, here we go. Wow, you look fantastic. I forgot how everybody loves this guy. Those eyes please me, Nippon-sui. What? They shroud your fear, your doubt, your trepidation. They run wild, clinging to some phantom notion of courage. The quintessential look of a sacrificial lamb. A cold shiver just ran down my spine all the way to the tip of my toes. Hey, Judge, how's it going? Now, Mr. McGilded. Yes, my lord? You stand accused of murder, a capital offense. You could be sent to the gallows if found guilty. Are you quite sure you wish to entrust your defense to this foreigner? As I've always said, my lord, 'tis a grand thing to give opportunities to the young, even if the fella is a student from some little island off in the far east. It is not the British way to ignore the dangers to yourself and give those less fortunate a fair chance. I'd like to think the acts of chivalry do the great British Empire proud. Alright, well, is that a yes? Listen to Mr. McGillicuddy. What a fine gentleman London has. Did you hear that he donated £5,000 to the government the other day? Brother, please, may we go and play in Mr. McGillicuddy's park? Wow, people really like him. It seems as though everyone in the public gallery is firmly behind Mr. McGillicuddy. That's definitely welcome news, and he certainly has a way with words. I'm surprised he couldn't convince anyone to defend him. Yeah, me too. God, sorry, I'm having, like, jeez, my stomach. Eloquently put, Mr. McGillicuddy, and most laudable sentiments. Now, maybe just give him a, I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm sure I need hardly to remind you that 6 members of public have been selected for your impartially. Are you ready to proceed? Hello, hang on a second. Let's take a look. We got a guy in the left, top hat and blonde beard and stash. He's ready to kill somebody in yandere form. This guy with a knife. Why are you flipping your knife in the middle? Hello, sir. Put that thing away. Professor McGonagall in the fourth to the right. This guy with a messed up face and green hat. What is going on with your eyes? And Granny. We got everyone here. Everyone's here. Oh, God. Do I have to give voices for them, too? What am I doing? I don't know what to give voices. Yes, my lord. If the task is send rotters to gallows where they belong, I'm more than ready. At the manor, his lordship always says we should dispose of rubbish properly. Naturally, I agree. Ha! Any criminal here will soon be wishing they never set eyes on me. I don't know what voices I'm putting on each of them. And Madam is just typing away. Oh, this guy's an alcoholic. I feel chill. Oh, don't mind me, dears. I'll just be getting on with my knitting. Must finish these mitts for my grandson. Wow, okay, well, I'm not gonna remember any of the voices that I gave them at all. That's for sure. But we'll just enjoy it, I guess. Oh, Mr. Naruhodo, those people are... The jury, yes, that's something we don't have in Japan yet. We don't have that in Phoenix Wright either. What the fuck are you talking about? We don't have any of that. We just... defense and lawyer and judge, that's it. This is new. This is actually really cool, though. I'm not gonna lie. That's right. I've only ever read about it. But here in Great Britain, the court's final verdict depends on the opinions of these 6 jurors. Which is great for me, because then I could just not have to press the judge or whatever. The judge passes sentences according to the law, but the jurors determine guilt based on common sense. So the defendant is ultimately judged from 2 completely different points of view. But how exactly do the jurors give the verdict? That I don't know, but I'm sure it will become clearer as the trial progresses. Yeah, we'll see. Yes! Alright, here we go. Professor, holy crap. Jesus Christ, buddy. Prosecutor Van Zieks. My lord. It's been a number of years since we've seen you here in the courtroom. I thought you'd renounce your fame. I'm known as the Reaper of Bailey, my lord. Infamy rather than fame, I would say. But yes, 5 years have passed since I last spread my wings in this capacity. So what brings you here? What brings you back? Is there some change in circumstances of which the court should be aware? Buddy? Oh, he's got a sword. Look at him. He's so elegant. Look at that. I leave that to your imagination, my lord. Sorry if I sound nasally. I'm trying not to make him sound nasally, but like it's just I can't do a Snape voice. I don't know. We'll see. So the Reaper has been out of action for 5 years. Why did he have to choose today of all days to make a comeback? 'Cause it's you, bro. Don't lose heart, Mr. Naruhodo. So many voices. I'm gonna die. As you wish, sir. The court nevertheless welcomes your return. Now then, opening statements, I think. A summary of the case, if you please. Certainly, my lord. And your lordship is aware this is a case of overwhelming simplicity. Okay, I'm getting more of his voice, not like nasally. He's getting a voice now. We must be the only ones in here who aren't aware. Oh, look at him reading from the scroll. The incident took place in the late evening 3 days past. The hour was some minutes after 10. The victim was maker of building bricks, known in the community as Thrice Fired Mason. Sorry, thrice? Like 3 times, yeah, 1, 2, 3. He was a very accomplished craftsman. The bricks he fired were said to be most indestructible. Oh, that's not a good look for you, bro. The victim's corpse was discovered in an omnibus in service on the streets of London at the time. A dagger that has been thrust into the victim's abdomen is believed to be the ultimate cause of death. Here is the autopsy report from the investigation medical officer at Scotland Yard. I don't know, it like goes in and out of being Snape and not. I don't know, I'm sorry. Thank you, counsel. I shall accept that and the photograph as evidence. I don't... a report by Scotland Yard coroner. It gives the cause of death as internal hemorrhaging, a result of a single stab wound to the abdomen. The autopsy report has been entered into the court. And a photograph! Okay, cool. The photograph of the victim taken on the omnibus. The knife is in his abdomen and clearly visible, but his face is partly obscured from view by an old crooked hat. And one further item of evidence. The prosecution wishes to submit these as well. And these are... Good lord! Is that blood, counsel? Yes, my lord. Seized by a policeman who arrived at the scene. These gore-soaked gloves were taken from the hands of the accused when he was arrested. What? Just... Mr. McGilded's gloves had blood on them? Why? Uh-oh. This is bad. Worry. Uh-oh. Yes, I will accept these as evidence as well. Okay, well, I guess he's accepting them as evidence. The defendant's leather gloves have been... And there's blood stain on the right glove. Remember, the right hand glove. How did I get into this? Because you're the main character, bro. I'm backed into the corner before I even start. I'm trying to put in the corner theme. Continuing... According to the driver of the omnibus, there were only 2 passengers traveling inside his vehicle at the time. Only 2? Obviously, one of those passengers was the deceased brickmaker, Mr. Mason. The other... Oh, look at that point. Holy shit, I forgot he looked like that. Jeez, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. People are hot for him. I don't know what they see in him. I actually know. His eyes are... Yeah, never mind. I see it. Was the accused Magnus McGilded? Oh. 3 jurors. Well, rather damning circumstances to say the least. Defendant, what do you say? Or what say you? McGilded, oh gosh. Sorry, I have like the Irish voice mixed into my head. I'm sorry, I'll get it eventually, sorry. Well, of course, I have no recollection of such a thing. Mr. McGilded. To be sure, I rode the omnibus that evening, but whenever I'm in a carriage, I'm taken with a fierce tiredness and I always succumb to it. Are you claiming to have been asleep? 'Tis the motion of the carriage, my lord. Oh crap. Littleton. So it is, and when I opened my eyes again, 'twas a desperate sight before me. The body of a man I'd never laid eyes on before in my life. Now I ask yous, what good-hearted souls wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. So the blood got on the gloves then after the man had been killed. Alright, good to know. Oh, he's nodding. What do you know? Sorry, I just had, like, dinner a while ago. Holy crap. Excuse me. Unfortunately, that statement of the drivers is only the beginning. What? That's not all of it. Oh, there were multiple witnesses to the precise moment at which the brickmaker was fatally stabbed. Again, I don't know what voice I have to give him. I have to make him sound impending doom. And I don't give off impending doom. Order! 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 When the killing took place, only the victim and the accused were inside the carriage. And there were witnesses to the crime. This is not just a case of compelling evidence. It's the nail in the coffin for the accused. What am I doing with his voice? I don't know what voice to give him, honestly. It's like weird. Because like he's so impending, but he's so British, and I don't know. We'll get it eventually. Thank you, counsel. The circumstances of the crime have been made quite clear. I think we will hear testimony from the witnesses, first of all. Your wish is my command. I gotta... Bailiff, bring the witness in at once. I don't know what I'm doing with his voice. Oh, man. Whoa. Oh, whoa. We got, like, a bunch of people here. Hello. Witnesses, your names and occupations. Beepo. My name is... Well, everyone calls me Beepo. I drive an omnibus in the East End. Bruce Fairplay. I'm a banker in the city. My name is First. Lady... I forgot his name is Lady First. Make hats for gents. Let's begin for confirming the facts. 3 days ago, at a short time after 10 o'clock in the evening, all your present in the stand were in the omnibus and witnessed to the aforementioned incident. Is that correct? Yes, sir. Quite right. Yes, sir, that's right, sir. Very well, then. Let's proceed to your formal testimonies, please. Each of you will tell the court precisely what you saw. I don't know. That sounds more his voice. I'm just spitballing around. Whoa, witness's testimony. Hang on a second. Witnesses. What the witness saw. It was the last bus on the evening, so I had few customers. I remember it well. The victim and the man accused of killing him were sat next to each other inside the bus. And then out of the blue, the accused just reached over and plunged a knife right into his guts. That's right, he stabbed him. I screamed, I did. I couldn't help it. As soon as I heard the scream, I stopped my bus, and then I saw it too. Alright, well, that happened. Unambiguous testimony, I see. I must say. God, what am I doing with the voices? Exactly, my lord. Fucking, this is just gonna be the voice episode. What am I fucking doing? I should not be recording right now. These men witnessed the incident in an omnibus with their own eyes. I'd like to ask a question, if I may. Yes, counsel? Well, this testimony makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. Why not? Well, the incident took place inside a moving carriage, didn't it? As has been clearly stated from the outset, yes. Well, in that case... Whoa! How could those two witnesses possibly have seen what happened? There's no way they could have seen the inside of the moving carriage. Right. We don't, well... Never mind. How quaint. I'd read the civilization in the eastern island nations was a good century behind our own. But you're here in London yourself. Are you really so ignorant about our omnibuses? Huh? Tell me, my Nippon-say friend, have you ever traveled in an omnibus? Well, no. We only arrived in London this morning. No matter. I've arranged for us all to see ourselves, the actual scene of the crime, that is. What? What do you mean, the actual scene? How? The carriage is designed to be moved, after all. Presumably, you understand that much. Well, yes. The omnibus in which this bloody crime took place is here today in this very building. Here, what? The entire carriage? Bailiff! Bring forth the stricken omnibus. Wow, they literally got a whole carriage in here. What the fuck? We can't do that in Japan. We could barely get testimony from people. So that's the omnibus. That's an omnibus. The omnibus. I can't believe they could bring something so enormous in here. Great Britain's courtrooms are amazing. As you can see, the omnibus is pulled by 2 horses and can carry up to 8 passengers. 4 passengers seated inside the enclosed cabin. Oh wow. And another 4 on the rooftop deck above. Every Londoner knows that the best views of the city's architecture and sights are to be had from the top of an omnibus. And I should point out to our foreigner guests that there is a skylight in the roof, allowing a view of the interior from the seats above. A skylight? Oh! The penny drops at last. I see. These 2 gentlemen were occupying the rooftop seats on this omnibus when the murder took place. That is how they came to witness the grim incident. Through the skylight. Ugh, that makes perfect sense. Well, counsel, this is the first. In all my years behind the bench, I've never experienced the crime scene itself being brought into the courtroom. There are a number of important clues remaining inside the carriage, my lord. I would like to submit the omnibus itself as evidence. That is the prosecution's wish. I'm getting there with his voice. I'm starting to get a little bit better accustomed to how he acts or works. Very well then, I see no reason why not. The omnibus is hereby formally accepted as evidence. Ooh, wow, the omnibus has been entered into court records. Fantastic. I can't believe it. The entire crime scene entered as evidence. Yes, Great Britain is simply extraordinary. I could help myself a lot by giving that omnibus a thorough examination. See, yes, it is there. Ooh. Let us continue proceedings then. Your cross-examination, counsel. Actually, I'll take up your court records and check that out myself. Well, let's open the door and go inside, shall we? Ugh, the scene of a murder. It's horrible. Alright. Let's give it a good look. There's blood stain on the left over here. Look at that. That's blood that's soaked into the seat. The victim's obviously. Yes, and that seat would be clearly visible from the roof deck. Would you really stab somebody in full view of other passengers like that, I wonder? Well, it was after dark, and there was a lamp in there, so perhaps the culprit couldn't see anything outside through the skylight. Whichever way you look at it, it doesn't seem like it was a planned attack. There's a skylight up here. It's quite a large skylight, isn't it? Yeah, it's quite large enough to afford a good view into the cabin from the roof deck. And there doesn't appear to be a handle or catch of any description. So I suppose it can't be opened from the inside of the cabin at the least. Keep that in mind. Alright, anything else over here? Just an empty passenger seat. The seats look reasonably soft, but it's actually rather hard when you sit on it. And only just wide enough for two gentlemen to sit side by side, really. Of course, an English gentlewoman would be dressed in such finery. It would be quite impossible for her to climb up to the roof deck, so she would have to be seated in here. A woman in a kimono wouldn't have the same problem. Women's clothes are very impractical, aren't they? Hey, there's like a little handle here. I wonder what this is. Handle. It seems... Oh! It's open. It could open, huh? Well, let's close that down. Nothing of importance to see there. Ah, that's a poster for the Great exhibition that's due to start 6 months from now. There's a lot of focus being drawn to the Crystal Tower, the centerpiece of the whole exposition. Oh, the Crystal Tower. It's under construction already, I believe. People all over London must be fizzing with excitement at the prospect of such a grand event. Alright, well, that seems to be all we could see. For now. I say for now because we're going to have to inspect this a lot of times. Oh, hi! Phoenix Wright Omnibus. Look at that. That's awesome. Anyway, that's going to be the video. Yeah, we're going to continue the cross-examination next time. I know, I'm sorry. I'm cliffhanging it here, but it only gets way wilder from here. Sorry about the voices today. I'll try to figure out what to do with them. Sorry, it's just like I wanted it to record. Didn't have anything planned for today. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And next time, we'll start with the cross-examination. Goodbye.